you look good.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And a really good job out of quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Gets it out fast. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work in the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And they got him for the sack. The Canes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The Red Raiders offense will have its first possession of the game. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the ground with the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The handoff to Johnson. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A strike downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. With the catch, it's Johnson.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Touch pass on the run. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Carr. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires left. Complete downfield. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. The inside handoff. Oh, gave the defender the business. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just an obvious holding call there and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's got his man. Good, solid tackle.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Now on the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Canes in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Coming after it. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Offense set on first down. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. To the air, it's Hammond. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Makes a connection.
And it's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man on the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And this one splits the uprights.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll take the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football drama out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. He's got his man. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Might as well stick with him. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
On the return, it's Carr. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. Open space at the 25. Afterburners coming. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over Kennesaw State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on the first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Running back goes in motion. To throw, it's Hammond. Got his man out of the backfield. Stopped after making the catch.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. Bringing it back, it's Carr. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, you get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man.
They stripped it out, and the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Now on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Going to take a shot. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Canes. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. Knocked off his feet.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got a man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Design quarterback runs. There's so many of them, so many ways to do it. But either way, it's about getting that extra blocking and getting a dynamic athlete. These quarterbacks are all dynamic athletes. They're basically running backs now playing quarterback, trying to get them in space.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. It's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it up to 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking it.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw, never gave his receiver a chance.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab. It's Turner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Still running at the 40. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Canes want to move quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock